Conservation has always been a core part of the American identity. Our original conservation president, Theodore Roosevelt, understood that in the face of a rapidly industrializing landscape, this country's vast natural beauty and features needed to be protected and preserved for generations to come. With this goal in mind, Roosevelt expanded upon one-off designations by previous presidents and went all in on the idea of a vast and comprehensive system of national parks to preserve and protect our natural beauty from greedy entrepreneurs looking to take it for all it's worth. Over the last century, the park system has grown to encompass 429 different parks and related areas, covering around 85 million acres of land. These conservation efforts have greatly protected our country's flora, fauna, and natural splendor. In recent years, the National Park System has helped to stabilize and even grow the populations of wildlife within their habitats, including wolves, golden eagles, and cutthroat trout at Yellowstone National Park, bonneted bats in Everglades National Park, salmon at Olympic National Park, and elk at Great Sand Dunes National Park and Preserve. As a result of NPS's collaboration with the local Blackfeet tribe, preparations are being made for the potential return of bison to Glacier National Park for the first time in over 150 years. And these successful conservation efforts are just the beginning. With partners that take conservation seriously in the Biden administration, the possibilities of new protected landscapes and their magnificent creatures are endless. In the last 3 years, the administration has worked together with indigenous tribes and local conservation groups to protect more than 24 million new acres of land, and has allocated a record $18 billion for land and wildlife conservation efforts in all 50 states. While our natural environment still faces many threats, these measures are a huge victory toward the conservation and protection of America's unique ecosystems. However, if we want to enjoy our national parks far into the future, we need adequate and consistent funding to properly preserve and care for parks. We also need more widespread adoption of sustainable practices that aim to minimize human impact on delicate ecosystems. So, how can you contribute? Advocate for conservation funding, support sustainable practices, and respect the leave no trace principles during your visits to these natural spaces. By doing so, you help ensure that these precious gems of the National Park Service are protected for generations to come. After all, the preservation of our natural spaces is a collective responsibility that we all share.